Here we have Modest Poet. We're going to talk about a little bit today this very pretty German riding pony colt.
Good morning, everyone. Today is an extremely exciting day because we are taking Ruby and Teddy to Westfalen Inspections, and this has been a long-awaited event for us. Today is Saturday, so we're bringing them to the farm, and then tomorrow, Sunday, is the actual inspection date. So I'm going to start the vlog by packing, and we've got quite a bit done already. It's probably about 10:30 right now, and we've gotten a lot done that we needed to, but I still need to pack the trailer, and then I'm gonna bathe Ruby and Teddy so I don't have to do it there. And then we're leaving here around 2:20. They're staying the night at the barn, and then we're gonna bring them home after inspections on Sunday. Teddy's never gotten a full bath before. I don't know if I'm going to be able to include that in the vlog, but I'll definitely show you what he's looking like after. And I'm really excited because I'm going to be able to get some really good footage of the entire process and share that with you guys. So I'm hoping that this can be interesting to watch, but also a good resource for other young breeders that want to take their own horses to inspections, because it's quite the daunting process if you've never done it before. And I'm very nervous. For the weekend, I'm going to be doing all of the grooming for them, and I'm going to be doing all of the braiding, and Sid and I are going to handle them and present them to the judges. So I'm going to show you the whole process, the scores that he gets, and then vlogging, transporting them there and transporting them back. So it should be pretty interesting. And yeah, I'm really nervous. I honestly can't think about it too much without getting nervous. But he's been doing phenomenal with his trailer loading. And I'm going to actually show you how the trailer is set up, because I haven't transported them together yet. So what my vet recommends is taking out the dividers and having a big box stall. And then I'm going to put hay up here, nice fresh bedding. And they're just going to be in here, and Ruby isn't going to be tied up. That makes me nervous because I don't want her to squash him, but it's recommended by my vet, like I said, because she mentioned it's actually a bit more of a hazard, in her opinion, to have the mare tied up in case she gets nervous or needs to turn around, or she's on top of him and needs to get off of him. That's her opinion, and I'm sure that other people have their own ways of trailing mares and foals. That is what she recommends, and I think it makes sense. I'm very nervous to trailer them together, but I think it'll be okay. I'm a little bit disappointed because I ordered a halter for Teddy for inspections that has his name on the plate, but it's not here yet. But I'll show that to you guys when it is here. There's a photographer there, and she said she might take videos of the inspection, so hopefully I can share that in the video as well. But for now, I'm going to check in with you guys after I get some things packed. Ruby and Teddy are both bathed and conditioned. Good girl. He's taking a little power nap, and Mom's having some hay. But the trailer is all packed. They're bathed. So the next thing I'm going to do is go in and pack some food for us. The trailer's all set. Ruby and Teddy are all set. And Teddy was an angel. I didn't get any footage. My mom was here helping me, and we both had our hands full. But Teddy was an absolute saint for his bath. And I got to wash his mane and tail. He's so sleepy now. But it was great. The whole thing probably took about 40 minutes between him and Ruby, and he was so patient. He got a little bit spunky at the end just because I think he was feeling fresh, being all wet, and it's a little bit chillier than normal today. but he was an angel, and Ruby's always really good for baths. But they're both looking fab. I gotta give her some more hay. She's eating all of the hay already. We're on the road, and it's really windy, and we're about an hour and 20 minutes out so far.
Yeah,
And we just had all of our snacks.
we ate a lot of snacks.
But Teddy and Ruby are doing great so far. We checked on them just after a little bit of driving, and they look good. And I haven't felt any movement since I've been on the road.
And Teddy got on like an angel.
Yeah, he was so good getting on the trailer.
His practice really paid off. He's a good boy. And guess what? We're running late. I just tried the kind soft baked squares chocolate almond flour brownie, and it was very good. But there were cows. But I would give it like a 7.5 out of 10. It's pretty good. I'm gonna eat it, but when I have a brownie, I want it to be very, very chocolatey. It's still good though. It's yellow. We haven't checked in a while because I fell asleep. We're gonna be 20 minutes late. Don't miss the turn, don't miss the turn, don't miss the turn.
So after we got to the inspection site, we unloaded Ruby and Teddy and got them settled into their stall. And they did an incredible job being very confident and comfortable in a new environment. I was absolutely amazed by the both of them because I honestly forget sometimes that Ruby herself is very young and has every single right to be nervous in these scenarios, but she's very confident in a new space, and I think that really has rubbed off onto Teddy because he didn't show any sign of stress or fear in a new environment, and I was very proud of him. After we got them settled into their stall with hay, water, and bedding, I wanted to practice braiding on the both of them. I had some waxed thread, which I've never used before for braiding for Ruby, and I wanted to make sure it looked okay, and I wanted to also know how long it would take so we could plan our morning. Look at my finger.
Oh no!
Typically for her mane I would want to use black, but it wasn't too bad. And then for the rest of the night, I just wanted to make sure they were comfortable, eating really good, drinking enough water. And then what I always like to do at horse shows, I like to take them for hand walks and let them graze for a bit and stretch their legs. It's really good for their gut. It's good for their muscles, and especially for Teddy, never being on a trailer before, I wanted to make sure that he was engaging in some natural foraging behaviors and stretching out his legs in case he was sore from standing on a moving surface for an hour and a half. After the walk, Teddy was exhausted and Ruby was taking over eating. So we thought it would be a perfect time to head home, and we got to chat with some of the other breeders there before we left. They had wine and cheese, and it was really sweet.
Day 1 of inspections is done. What did you think of the day? It was amazing. I had so much fun. It's just so fun to be around other horse people and to be able to talk about Ruby and Teddy and learn about their horses.
There's some really nice babies. I hope that we can get some footage of them going tomorrow.
Yeah, like
This is
fancy
Fancy
babies.
babies. And everyone has been so welcoming and helpful to us because it's our first inspection.
Yeah. We were talking to a group of people there that have been doing this for like so many years and are experts in this, and we're like, we don't know what we're doing, and they give so much advice to us, and we're just so nice. It's at a halflinger farm, and halflingers have been my favorite breed basically since I have been introduced to horses. And there are halflinger mares and halflinger foals and halflinger stallions just everywhere. Yeah, we're gonna go to the grocery store and fuel up, get some coffees, so we can make it through the night, because we gotta get home and take care of our horses and the cats and Birdie and everything.
Yep.
Get cleaned up. Anyways,
We drank all of our water.
we drank all of our water. We ate a lot of snacks. See you at the grocery store, maybe. We're pulling over on the side of the highway because we have a tarp in the back.
I'm getting in this side. It was already secured. I already secured it.
Oh my god.
I secured it already.
Oh my god.
I did it. I already secured it before we left.
We stopped at the grocery store for sustenance, and Francesca did not find anything. But I found something to drink, and I was very optimistic. Pop and Bottle Classic Cold Brew Almond Latte. It tastes bad. It tastes like burnt coffee, and I don't like to be negative. Sorry, Pop and Bottle. 4 out of 10. Inspection day 2.
Inspection day 2. We're running late.
Surprise, surprise. It's 5:20. We were supposed to leave
At 5.
at 5. We got up at 4:40. It's really dark.
It's really dark, yeah. You probably can't even see us.
Yeah. Oh, a street light. And I almost forgot to make coffee before we left, but I remembered.
We are here, and Sid has such a cute outfit on. We're getting bathing supplies and breakfast, and and I'm hoping that nobody laid in poop last night.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Owned by Francesca Smarch. And this colt is by New Boots Mr. Valentine, who stands at Granny Ash Sport Ponies in Ontario. A young stallion there for them.
So here we are at inspections. Sid and I were extremely nervous to present them to the judges. The inspectors want to see both the mare and foal walking in hand together, and they can get a view straight in front as they're walking towards them and then straight behind as they're walking away from them. After they have walked in hand for a good amount of time, they'll ask to take the halter off of Teddy and let him go at liberty. So here Sid and I switch, and I try to walk close to the wall. They suggested walking close to the wall to keep Teddy towards the inside. They can get a better view of him. And they, again, just want to see us walking, a nice forward walk, and watching his step at liberty. Once they get a good enough view of him walking at liberty, they ask to trot the mare in hand and encourage the foal to trot alongside her. This is something that Ruby and I have been working on because she's kind of lazy for this. She would rather just walk, but she did really good. And I was really proud of Teddy because he wasn't necessarily scared or really super reactive to what we were doing, but he was also putting a lot of effort into his gaits, which is what you want here. So here at this point, you have the option of letting your mare go at liberty. So I just left her bridle on and took the reins off so it'd be easier to catch her. And then they want to see them both trot and canter. And again, they're both kind of lazy because neither of them are very nervous in this setting. They just kind of want to stop at every person. So we ask them to trot forward, and then we'll ask for some canter. And this is an opportunity for the inspectors to get a better look at their gait at liberty and see a bit more swing and motion from the foal in particular to keep up with the mare. And here is some footage that the photographer got, and I think it's really sweet. So the inspection itself is pretty straightforward. After you do the Liberty with the two of them, you want to catch both of them again, which can be quite the ordeal, but they were very easy to catch. And I put the halter back on Teddy, the reins back on Ruby, and then you're gonna have to just stand and wait for them to finish the score sheet, and then they read it aloud to you, which I do have a recording of, which is very exciting.
Here we have Modest Poet. I'm going to talk about a little bit today this very pretty German riding pony colt. Really nice type here. Really attractive face, a big eye. What we want to see from the riding ponies, it looks like the character is just right, quiet, cooperative, pretty. Now when looking at this colt, in the conformation and how it's developed right now, it's a leggy colt, a little bit light, and in the conformation, like to see a little bit more in the angulation in the shoulder. The back is a little bit flat, but we have a long enough neck. I think this will be a very attractive colt as a German riding pony. And looking into the movement, which is important for our sport, we'd like to see a little bit more power coming off the ground in the gates. Covering ground nice, there's good rhythm, the trot is floaty. I think this will be a nice hunter or eventing pony. We could have just a little bit more swing up through the body, a little more elasticity coming from that powering off the ground. And sometimes that's a stage of growth when they're a little bit high in the croup. But this is a really nice production from this good quality, premium rated mare. And I think you'll be happy to raise this colt as a pony prospect for sport. So looking forward to seeing how that develops. And is she bred for next year? No? Okay. Well, definitely keep in touch with us when you're deciding, when you're going to breed her again. I think she's a very interesting mare to breed. And what is your sport? You're eventing? Okay. So I think that this product of your breeding program will be a good choice for them. Will be a good eventing pony. Thank you.
Something I didn't include in the video yet is also, before you do the inspections, there's just a little bit of paperwork, and for that you'll need your breeding certificate and be prepared with some information about the horse you're registering. And then you sit down with one of the inspectors and they go over the checklist, what needs to be done. And then at the end of the inspection, when everyone is done, they did branding and microchips. And the microchip for Westfalen is required, but the branding is optional. So I went ahead and skipped the branding. I don't think that's something I would personally ever want to do to my horses. But I know a lot of people really do value branding, and I have heard that sometimes it can be a real asset to horses in the future. For me personally, I decided to skip the branding and just go along with the microchip because that is required. And then you have to write a check for the registration fee and everything, and then you're good to go. They give you the score sheet. You can kind of talk with the inspectors afterwards as long as they're not too busy. And overall, it was a very, very gratifying and inspiring experience.
So curly.